Hello, how are you today?
Hello, Marina, how are you?
Oh, I'm really good. How are you?
Excellent. Great, great. Working a lot.
Okay, and do you want that we start with the interview?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Can you tell me about yourself? Like, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you do?
Okay, my name is Julian Calvo. I am 32 years old. I'm from Santander, but I have been living here in Pereira for more than 25 years. And well, actually, currently I'm an English teacher, but I'm working as a academic coordinator.
Oh, what did you study? And where did you study?
Well, the career that I took was the bachelor's degree in bilingualism at the Universidad Tecnológica de Pereira.
Oh, was your career the first option among others?
Yes and no. Actually, the first option was music, and actually, I passed the test and all of that. But then I started to think about the career in bilingualism since I like English and I like teaching. So my decision was, I mean, like almost immediately, the bilingualism career at the UTB.
Oh, okay. How was your experience at the university?
Well, I can say that my experience was great. It was amazing because I mean I learned many things. I met amazing people, professors, and I improved myself in the field. I mean, in teaching, since I started to teach, like giving private lessons to people, to friends, and all of that. But when I started the career, I started to learn like different methodologies to acquire a better pedagogy in order to provide like a good experience for the learners. So my experience was good in terms of learning, and in the campus was also good because there are different activities that you can take advantage while you are at the university.
Oh, okay. Um, did you teach in any other institute before this one?
Yes, actually, I used to work in American idiomas, and then here I'm currently working in Focus Your Mind. I've been working for 2 years, more or less.
Oh, okay. How long have you been a teacher?
That's a kind of tough question because since I started to get like private lessons, I don't know if it might be like 4 years, 3 years, more or less.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like,
What kind of students do you like to teach? Children, teenagers, or adults, and why?
okay. I would say teenagers and adults. Why? Because they are more conscious on education. I mean, when you have children, they are not as focused as you want to have them because they are more focused on playing video games, on, I mean, like being on the chat, on the phone. But when you're teaching like teenagers, at least they have some conscious about, okay, they are going to learn a new language. So maybe most of them, or well, a percentage of these teenagers really want to study English. Some of them, not all of them, of course, because some of them haven't like the same with children. And with adults is totally, it's nice because you have like more interesting topics to talk about, and because they are really focused on teaching, they're sorry, on learning the language, and because they really want to learn, even though after the pandemic they had to adapt to this digital era, to the virtual classes and all of that. So at the beginning it was very difficult for them, but now they are like taking the step by step in this kind of teaching.
Oh, okay. Um, why did you decide to be a teacher?
Well, my decision started when I was learning actually English. I started to learn English at the Colombo Americano, and I saw the way those teachers started to teach, the methodology they use. So I really like it. So and because when I was a child, I always play like, okay, I want to be the teacher and all of that. And now that that I started Korean, a lot of that, I saw that definitely that was the career that I wanted besides music, because I'm both. And so yes, the decision was because I like to teach what I know to people. If I can give all the knowledge that I have, that's something that I like it. I really enjoy it.
Okay. And how was your experience being as a teacher?
My experience as a teacher, I would say that it has been great, because, well, at the beginning it's a little bit difficult because you're kind of nervous when you are giving the first classes. You don't know what people are you going to face in the class. If they really like it, if you're going to be good with them, and if they are going to feel the connection with you. So at the beginning, a little bit, I may say like nervous, yeah, not difficult, but more or less. But then it's enjoyable because once you know how to teach, and once you know the people that you're going to face, like looking at their faces and knowing their likes and all of that, just felt like working on those aspects in order to provide the best of you.
Okay. It's great listening to you and how you express that you like teach. Okay.
Thank you.
This is a question, a personal question. Have you ever been abroad?
Yes, I've been abroad, fortunately.
Can you tell me about your experience?
Yes, well, when I was abroad, it was not in English countries. Actually, I went to Ecuador and Peru, and that wasn't a great experience. It was one trip because I went by bus because I wanted to see the landscapes, and also because I wanted to face with people from different cultures. And actually, I did, because when I was in Ecuador, I went to Quito. I met people from Switzerland. So we started, like, the only language that we could speak, like, in order to understand each other, was English. So it was an amazing experience because, okay, I could talk to them about my country, about Colombia. I teaching how to dance as well. We had a good fun together. So the experience is great, because once you see, or once you are in a different country, your brain is like split up in two parts, like, so you have like a different points of view to see your life. And because you are facing a different culture, a different gastronomy, it's an experience that I recommend to everybody. Like, once you go out to this country, you're going to see the life totally different, and that's something that is going to help you, even with your career, and even with your personal decisions and all of that.
Okay. What advice could you give to a future English teacher?
Well, as an advice, I would say that it's like, follow what you really like, and always try to know to get the best of your future students. Why? Because, as I said before, once you know their likes and all of that, trust me that every class is going to be different. It's going to be enjoyable. You are going to come up with different ideas, creative ideas. If you want to take them out, talking in institute, because in a public school and all of that, to take the students out is going to be very difficult. But when you're in an institute, you have the opportunity to say, okay, let's go to a real place where you're going to speak English, where you're going to start using it for real. That is going to be great. So always, as an advice, try to know them and to take the best of them in order to provide your knowledge, in order to teach them.
Oh. The last one. How would you like your students to remember yourself?
Maybe the way in which I am different to the other teachers. I mean, like the first encounter that a child, a teenager have with a teacher is in school, and some of them, they don't have like a good image about an English teacher. But when you see someone like with tattoos, with, I mean, with eartones and all of that, they are like, wait a minute, who is this? I mean, who is this teacher? And maybe like to be the different and to be like to be okay. When they grow up, they can say, okay, when I was in school, when I learned English, I did it because I had a different and a great teacher who taught me in a different way, who took me to different places in order to start using the language as it has to be. So maybe that will be the great way that they can remember.
Okay, in part, you want that they break the stereotypes that we have uh, a professor, a teacher.
That's right. That's right. What I want to do is like to break the rules and to show them that we can, I mean, that yes, we may be different, and do not be afraid for that. I mean, teach and have your own, I'm gonna say that, like your own brand. I mean, when you have your own label, that's the word. If you have your own label, they are going to see it, and that's going to be great for you because you are showing as yourself and doing your best because you really want to show them that you really take care of them, and that's something nice. But always being yourself, that's the best way.
Oh, okay. Julian, thank you for accepting my invitation to the interview. I
It
hope
is my
that
pleasure.
I hope that you enjoy it, and thank you.
It is my pleasure, Mariana. Have an excellent rest of weekend, and well, thanks so much for the invitation.
Okay, bye.
Bye.